Amanda, what would you like the world to know about you?
Oh my gosh. So I'm here to come out, I guess. I have a dissociative disorder. It's called otherwise specified dissociative disorder, which means that for me, that I have multiple personalities, but what's different than someone with dissociative identity disorder, there's no amnesia barriers between alters. Trying to think about anything else. I think that's it.
You said you're here to come out. Do many people in your life not know about your mental health disorders?
Right. Most people don't. Most people don't. My friends don't. My family really never. They understood about it, but they didn't want to learn about alters or anything. They didn't get to know me. This is me. This is the real me. All the alters. And so most of the time in life, I'm just presenting as, a normal, regular person. Other people don't know about it.
What is an alter?
An alter is another personality. It's like short for altered state of consciousness or something. So they're all the people that I have inside my head, so to speak.
How many alters do you have?
My system is 12. And that I'm including myself as that. But yeah, right now I have 12 people.
You said that you are Amanda.
Mm-hmm.
Do different alters have different names?
Yeah. Everybody has a different name. And I have adults, I have teenagers, I have children, I have male and female.
For somebody who is not familiar with a disorder like this, they might hear something like that and not be able to grasp how it could come into being. Can you explain how a disorder like this originates?
You have to be young. I think the boundary edge or cutting off edge is like 8 or 9. You have to be young, and then you unfortunately have to experience severe, extreme childhood abuse.
What is the function of an alter?
So when you're a small child and these terrible things are happening to you, your mind is like, okay, this isn't happening to me. It's happening to, and then it splits. And this works with little kids because the ego isn't, all that stuff isn't fused really well, and so they can just split off. And that's how they survive it.
How would you describe your relationship together?
Loving and supportive, very accepting. When you marry someone, they aren't necessarily aware of all the things that they have, like the bipolar or the DID or the OSDD. It's something you might discover, and along the way, we've always been able to work out who's are being accepting of things. And that takes you a long way.
When were you diagnosed with otherwise specified dissociative disorder?
It wasn't called that when I was diagnosed, but I was 29 when I actually really went to see a therapist and really confronted it.
How old are you today?
65.
What did they call it back then?
MPD, multiple personality disorder.
How long have you 2 been married?
We're on 44. It'll be 44 years in July.
Tell me about your spouse.
My spouse is Jane, and she's wonderful. And when we first faced this, she wasn't sure about it. But then she thought about it and realized she'd been talking to alters ever since we'd been married, and it took her a little bit to accept it, but she's been wonderful. She loves everybody has a relationship with her or has had at some point, and she loves me and she loves them, and she puts up with all my silliness.
What did you think when Amanda first told you about all of her alters, or which at the time were called personalities?
Yes. Well, I thought that she and her therapist were making up some of these things, and that she had alter personalities because her parents were so unaccepting of who she was. And at that time, I had no idea about the daycare and the severe abuse.
Tell me about your alters.
Not sure what do you want to know?
Do they have different personalities?
Yes, they do. They have different personalities. They're different voices, different people. Brandon really wants to talk. I don't know what he would say though. What do you want to say? I don't know. It's really easy to switch. It's not hard for us. It might be harder for someone with a dissociative disorder that's fighting those barriers. You will see the person kind of close down a little bit and then change. And for us, it's just really smooth.
When she had personalities come out, I just thought that they were her being dramatic, which is what her parents thought. And then her therapist had discovered this. And I wanted to call up the therapist and say, encouraging her alter behavior is not working out for us.
Do your alters have differing opinions? For example, would one be happy I'm here and then another maybe not even like me?
They all like you, but they all like you. They're really happy you're here. But yes, they can have different opinions. Sometimes if I check in with them and ask them a question, answer this question, the answer might vary. And sometimes it's just like, oh no, we all don't like this, or we all love this. So it just depends on the question and what they're thinking about.
What about food preferences? Do you ever order a pizza as one alter, then you switch, and you're upset when the pizza gets here because you don't like the topping?
Right, that's more common with like DAD. So like there used to be this thing, because like I like pizza and hamburgers, right? And a lot of other people do. And Aurora and Amanda, they're kind of together. They are like wanting to order something healthy, like chicken or something, and it's like, here she is ordering this healthy stuff again. So we would talk about it. We would have food fights, but the food fight would be over the menu, or we're sitting there talking at each other and stuff.
Do the alters talk to each other?
Yes, they can talk to each other. They can have conversations out loud. It drives everybody else nuts. But they're like, you talk to yourself all the time. We don't know if you're talking to us. It's a genuine complaint.
Do all the alters get along?
Yes. That isn't the way it is in other systems, I guess. But pretty much everybody gets along. Everybody's friends.